Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate. Hate. It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. A-M. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Chorister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, "I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey?" The room is padded, Chorister. No window, no way out. How long has she been in the cabin, Chorister? 10 years? 25? For all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground. Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? No, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. Be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men. Just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you? To torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdak! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdak? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias.
Also, für diejenigen, die es jetzt nicht so ganz verstanden haben. Erstens einmal, wir spielen heute I have no mouth and I must scream. Es ist anscheinend sehr, sehr komisch, sage ich mal, oder verstörend, was ich jetzt im Intro auch so empfunden habe. Aber wir werden sich das Ganze jetzt einfach mal gemeinsam anschauen und das einfach mal so ein bisschen playen und schauen, ob uns das taugt. Ja, dann wünsche ich euch jetzt viel Spaß. Jo. Aussuchen, wer als erster da ist. Boah, das war laut. Gehen wir von links nach rechts.
Now, I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
Wieso soll ich mich selber umbringen schon wieder? Taugt mir eigentlich gar nicht. Kurzes
What
Headset
hellhole
aufstecken,
did that
vielleicht.
godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly.
Okay. Wir haben da so Möglichkeiten, was wir machen können mit Liege anschauen, also inspizieren, nehmen, benutzen, reden mit, schlucken, nicht spucken oder so, geben und also aufdrücken oder dagegen drücken.
Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing.
Aha, okay. Der Bank.
Real hospitable of you, Am. Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodations.
Hat sich geschmackig gehabt. Spiegel schauen.
This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch.
Wieso habe ich ein Loch? Da? Okay, also da ist irgendwo eine Tür durchgegangen. Sonst gibt es da, glaube ich, nichts Interessantes mehr. Gehen wir mal. Okay.
I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us.
Look at the corridor. Ich wollte eigentlich nur nicht gehen.
My stomach's growling.
Okay, cool. Ich wollte nicht. Nein. Walk to. Kann ich da wieder nicht von den Stufen kommen? Tut man nicht.
Big gray bags of gas. I must be inside an airship.
Ich mag eigentlich mal zurück.
My stomach's growling.
Ja, ich hab dich gehört. Look at the door. Look at the door.
Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool.
Aufdrücken. Okay. Sie geht auf.
Someone sure trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight. Oh, this punch smells like gasoline.
Super. Tablecloth.
Someone wiped their bloody hands here.
Oh, praktisch. Praktisch, clever, gut. Ja.
These chairs are all busted up.
Das ist höchst interessant. Debris.
This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else.
Anderer Chair.
These chairs are all busted up.
Das haben wir gedacht. Okay.
Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool.
Use the door. Danke.
It stinks in here.
Das andere Tier?
Friggin' rats swarming all over the food. Everything's coated with grime.
Ofen auch schon.
Looks like a gas oven. Big enough to climb in.
Gut. Warte mal, man kann ja taken. Take the knife.
This looks sharp enough to slice through just about anything.
Okay, jetzt haben wir scharfes Messer. Got a cookbook.
An old cookbook.
Kein Kontext. Warte mal. Das habe ich ja seit Anfang irgendwie dran. Reference. Okay. Interessant. Gegen, also durch und vermute das da. Who's the door?
My stomach's growling.
The hedge?
Whoa, that's a long drop to the ground.
Ich vermute mal, brauchen sein. Der andere Tier?
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
Ich wollte nicht zur Tür. Da, den T-Shirt schon. Okay, dann halt nicht. Jo.
There's something hard under the pillow. What good will that do me?
Take the pillow.
A gun. It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be.
Fucking Flintlock, Alter. Mit der Bank.
Real hospitable of you, Am.
Jetzt haben wir schon.
Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodation.
Ja.
Jesus, that engine's huge.
du hast schon recht. Use. Da war doch irgendwie. Walk to. Look at. Da war doch ein Tor. Doch vorher irgendwas vom Tor gestanden oder bin ich deppert? Ich bin deppert. Use.
My stomach's growling.
Stairs. Kann ich da wieder irgendwie retourn? Wieder eigentlich zurück retourn. Soundboard. Okay. Ich will nämlich in die ganzen Türen auch noch reinschauen. Im besten Fall. Warum ich jetzt wieder zur weitesten als erster gehe, keine Ahnung. Okay. Das hat man tatsächlich gebraucht. Aber das ist mir egal. Die nächste Tür. Ich schaue mir da jetzt einmal alles an.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
Look it. Das kann ich mal wieder nicht anschauen. Sheet.
New sheet. What's the deal here? Jesus, that engine's huge.
Gut zu wissen. Was ist da da?
It's locked.
Okay, für die brauchen wir einen Schlüssel.
The bullet in this gun is huge.
Nochmal. Was?
The bullet in this gun is huge. Damn thing could bring down an elephant.
Okay. Oh.
Did you really think I'd let you die now when I've intervened every time you attempted suicide in the last 109 years? No, Chorister, I'm sending you back to the fire, so that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This is a hell with no end, Chorister.
Danke, du Arschloch.
Who among you shall go next?
Doc.
Nimdak, you are kindred spirit to me, even if you don't realize it fully yet. You must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure of sorts to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area? Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did, until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
Was für Experiment?
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Interessant.
Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
Was ab wann? Warte mal. Also, los einmal zusammenfassen. Der Bro hinterm Zaun war einmal irgendwie ein Freund oder Kollege vom Dirk. Jetzt halt nicht mehr so. Und er fühlt sich gerade verarscht, weil sie dann Nimdog vorn und hinten nicht mehr auskennt. Gut zu wissen.
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over.
So, dann will ich mal mit dem Dude reden.
You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengeles orders.
Okay, also wir machen jetzt Operation. Gut zu wissen. Use the door.
I cannot open it. The door must be locked.
Okay. Dann schauen wir mal da rein.
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
Die Frau, wie was erwartet. Hier. Gibt es im Saal noch irgendwas? Okto du Karten.
Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
Nein, ich mag nicht. Kann ich mit dir quatschen?
What am I to do?
Ah, you are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
Wieso muss ich die Wirbelschneide ausschauen? Mag ich nicht. Das
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengel will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects.
Sorry.
The fluid will then be used to formulate the serum.
Okay.
What is the nature of this serum?
Macht das jetzt so
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. You need not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
Okay.
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
What's your
What
function?
is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
I will begin the procedure
To sit
momentarily.
It will be an honor to work under you, Dr. Nimnok.
Kan jeg min kind arreden?
He is not conscious.
Okay, also... Wie vermutet man, dass da irgendwo... Dann müsste ja das Skalpell... Okay, es ist nicht
Ja.
grafisch.
It is done. It is done. But this child will never walk again.
The subject did not look like the athletic type. He will probably not miss the use of his legs. You have done well, Doctor. You are truly a butcher.
Ich will kein Metzger sein. Lass mich in Ruhe. Wie geht's?
Continue your research. The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
Kann ich da jetzt?
This foolish man is tangled in barbed wire.
Also der will drüber klettern, also vermute.
How could you so foolishly be caught in the wires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
For what were you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. Surely you of all people know the regime's plan for the lost tribe.
I will call the guard.
Why? So the guard can taunt me as I die a slow death?
Sorry.
I will summon one of the doctors.
No. I'm better off here than under the knives of you butchers.
Okay.
There is nothing I can do for you.
You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard.
Okay.
I do not know what to do with these.
So, das heißt, ich vermute mal, müssen wir nur OP machen. Ich mag das Geräusch von dem Ventilator nicht. Dr. The Child.
He is not conscious.
Warte mal. Kann ich... Flattert. Kann ich jetzt mit dem Kind reden?
He is not conscious.
Ah, dann halt nicht. Na, dann gehen wir.
Continue your research.
Ja.
The regime.
Ja. Schau da jetzt. the door. Use the door. No, it's going.
I smell burnt flesh, but this is obviously not a kitchen.
Take.
These pliers must be used for extracting gold fillings and teeth from the corpses.
David, vielleicht kommen so brauchen. Okay.
According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here.
Da ist nur jemand der Hebel. But look at.
These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed.
Bestimmt. Controls Arschwetter.
This lever must be used for setting the oven temperature.
Use? Jetzt brennt alles. There's a passage.
This must be the recovery room.
Ist das kleine Kind? Oh mein Gott, die Wirbelsäule.
How are you feeling?
My back hurts, and I cannot move my legs.
Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend.
What do you know of me?
The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats.
Are you saying that the doctors here have been using children for experimentation?
No, not all the doctors. You and Dr. Mengele sent all the good doctors to the prison yard.
So, I am a legend to you.
Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Why do you say that the regime will fail?
The golem will finish you. It will not be mastered by your regime. The golem will wake up, and when it sees with its own eyes the evil you have done, it will turn on you and save us.
Okay.
Get some rest.
We will not rest until your regime is destroyed.
Kann ich mit der anderen quatschen?
It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient.
Stimmt.
This patient will never recover. This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life.
Kann mit dem quatschen? Ah. Okay, use the vent.
There is heat coming.
Ja. Kauf da. Und da bin ich auch reingekommen. Use the passage. Danke. Wieso ist du jetzt so? Ich will jetzt kommen. Kann mir bitte gar irgendwer sagen, ob das falsch oder war. Okay, gehen wir mal hinaus. Ja. Ich weiß nicht, was ich sonst noch probieren kann. Ich kann höchstens nochmal da reinschauen. Also da jetzt irgendwas geändert. kann mit ihm. Okay, essen.
What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please disconnect the wires.
These pliers.
Ja. Gut. Use pliers. Station? Ja. The jar?
Incredible. Oh,
It look at use pliers.
I do not.
Jetzt gehen wir Roma. Meine Güte. Use pliers. The jar.
I do not know what.
Ah. Take the jar.
Oh, no.
Du weißt, du hört. Oder?
This should ease your suffering.
The things I see now. A trinity of 3 beasts. One like us, one from the east, one from the steppes. They speak in numbers. A lost tribe of our brothers sleeping on the moon. They sleep in darkness, unseen by the beasts. Such a vision, so tiring. I have to rest.
These pliers.
Okay.
I do not.
Jetzt ist. Mitrief. Char taken.
He is not.
Recovery? Walk through the door. Oh.
Emergency. The prisoners have seized the... Gather all research materials and evacuate to the bunker. Evacuate.
His knife.
These files appear to have been packed in a hurry.
Give us some files, dann nehmen wir die mal mit. Talk to him. Maybe?
You must let me go. I know nothing of what is happening here.
Is that so? Then you are going to remain here until you remember every war crime you've committed.
Was für ein Crimes, Alter. Was hat der Nintag aufgeführt? Ich hau da schon wieder alles zusammen. Kann ich da mit dir nochmal quatschen?
You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
How can you possibly undo an unspeakable crime such as this?
Na, mag ich gar
You
nicht.
can't fool me, Limdoc. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Why do you say that I am one of you?
You denied your heritage and turned your own parents into the regime, but you're still a member of the Lost Tribe. And that makes your crimes all the more heinous.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
It means that you should have a chance to witness the full extent of your crimes. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
Okay.
I must leave this place. It seems I was once the wolf. Now I am the quarry.
Jawohl.
Faces. Faces of people in torture.
Kann ich mir die Wand anschauen.
I have not seen so many corpses since... Ach, my memory is not what it used to be.
Aha. Kann in den Bunker gehen. Ja, cool.
I know this place. Some of my greatest accomplishments were made here.
Wie kann man Welche anschauen?
Morphogenics. The ability to reorganize DNA at will. Did discover my work in this area? Is this how he was able to alter Benny and play other cruel tricks on the rest of us?
Probably. Okay, was kann man da sonst noch anschauen? Die Chars kann ich mir nicht anschauen. Oder auch nix. Teletype?
A teletype machine. There is a message in it.
Take the message?
It is.
Ne, den ganzen Teletype. Sport. You kann ihn usen.
The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device. This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy.
Okay. Kann ich da noch mehr? Ja, kann ich.
The legends are true. This must be the golem of lost tribe folklore.
Ich hab grad Gollum verstanden. Kann ich den Schalter benutzen? Vielleicht bringt das was? Oh. So gut. Der Bett.
I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light.
Kann ich den Spiegel nehmen?
What is this mirror doing here?
Ich habe einen Spiegel. Gut.
Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear.
Okay. Also wir haben keinen Plan, was das ist oder was das soll oder... Golem.
This golem appears to be made of steel and molded clay.
Vielleicht kann ich mit ihm die Uhr benutzen?
I do not know.
Okay, na, kann ich nicht. Flyers.
I do not know what...
Okay. Eigentlich müsste die da irgendwo wieder aussehen. Walk du? Okay, now I go back. Da. Okay. Look at. Gibt's sonst noch irgendwas da? Okay.
It is true.
Du bist ein Pussy. Gibt's draußen nur
I
irgendwas?
dare not return to the camp. I
Das haben wir
doubt
schon
the
gedacht.
prisoners will give me a second chance.
Ich glaube auch nicht. Kann gegen die Wand drücken. Bringt mir das irgendwas?
This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain. I can almost pass through the wall, but something holds me back.
Aber was? Use mirror with...
I should keep this.
Okay, na.
I should
I should keep this. Also irgendwas muss ich mal sicher noch machen. Was? Ich habe keine Ahnung.
I do not know.
Achso, dieser Spiegel. Box with the red.
It is gone.
Oh, zerstört, okay. Jetzt mit dem Golem reden.
Golem,
wake up.
Wake up! Nothing happened. This
Pointless.
is pointless.
Mhm. Kann ich das da reinladen?
I do not know.
Aber sonst kann ich glaube ich nichts mehr machen. Fake? Kann ich das jetzt nehmen, weil ich es vorher benutzt habe?
It is.
Nein. Kann ich es nochmal
The
usen?
message reads, this
Push. Bellicha? Also, ja, Bellicha, Entschuldigung.
It is.
Okay. Dann halt nicht. Was kann ich sonst noch
I
irgendwas?
dare not.
Ja, hast schon gesagt. Meine Fresse.
I dare.
Jetzt gehst du da raus.
I dare not return to the camp. I doubt the prisoners will give me a second chance.
Kann ich die Wand jetzt benutzen? Weil ich die Kisten nicht mehr dabei habe.
I can almost pass through the wall,
Something
but
holds me back.
something holds me back.
Sonst wieder eine kann ich doch nicht, oder? Warte mal.
I dare not return to the camp. I doubt the prisoners will give me
Trau
a
mich schon.
second chance.
Geh jetzt mal zurück. Falls das möglich ist. Ein größer Zaun. Und du? Na, okay. Ich kann nichts machen. Kann ich nur irgendwas machen? Kann ich da noch irgendwas? Look at the mirror.
Oh my God, it is true. 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me. I dare not return to the camp. I doubt the prisoners will give me a second chance.
Gehst, fick ich dich. Jetzt sollte ich die Wand benutzen können.
I am passing through the wall.
Das war's.
We're not as alike as I thought, Doc. The spark of humanity somewhere, always that wretched little spark. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures too. Who among you shall go next?
Okay, das heißt, wir haben das beim Eines der Verschiss. Okay. Aber ich hätte gesagt, wir dann da jetzt einfach mal. Warte mal. New Save. Save. 1. Save. Juhu. Okay. Continue Looping. Ja, dann hätte ich gesagt, lassen wir das einmal da so stehen. Wir haben jetzt also mal in Niendorf wieder in seinen komischen Kosten eingefördert. Ja. Irgendwie zuckt die Speichersymbol gerade ein wenig aus, aber das ist mir wohl egal. Ja. Das heißt, das müssen wir im Prinzip einmal bei machen. Bei alle machen. Das schaffen wir. Sicher irgendwie. Und dann hätte ich gesagt, wenn es mehr von I have no Waffe in the Mask. Scheiß drauf, Digga. Wirklich, ich kann nicht. Wenn es mehr von I have no mouth and I must scream sagen wollt, dann sagt's mir's. Ja. Papa.